Hi ladies, hi again. So this is a short tutorial for you to see the way we retouch the photos so they would fit as a color palette. So first of all, here comes the selection of the photograph. The photographs you select there should initially kind of fit the blue, the coral, and the green color palette in the first place. So I chose this one because the shades and the tones of this photograph can be easily retouched in the way that would be more similar to AZA's color palette. So I saved this picture to my laptop and I opened it in Adobe Photoshop. So here it is. Now the next step, we need to place some of your assets here somehow. So we would have like a real example of a real use case of your color palette right inside the file. So then we can use the eyedropper to like easily see what kind of colors we should adjust our photograph to. So I'll go to File, Place Embedded, and I'm gonna select one of your assets. So the logo would be the easiest option. I'm placing it right into the file. So I'm just gonna leave it here. So now, see, using the eyedropper, we can just apply the eyedropper to the logo, and the color would expose right here. But we're just gonna leave the logo here and do the actual color retouch. So first of all, I'm gonna unlock the layer. It's left double click just in case. And then what we do, we go to Image, Adjustments, Selective Color. So this panel actually shows us the colors that we have on the photograph, and according to what color we choose, for example, we choose the cyan color, which is like light blue. And in every color, in the SMIC color system, we can adjust how much percentage of each color from the color mode we have in those shades on our photograph. So for example, you can see what's happening when I'm adding up yellow. So this is not what we want to do. We actually don't want to touch cyans at all for now. What we're gonna do, we're gonna touch yellows. So they would be more orangey, more similar to our orange color from the palette. So let's see what's happening here. For example, you see if I'm adding magenta to yellow, it becomes more pinkish, which is much more in our color palette than it used to be. So I'm gonna leave it maybe like this and try something else. Well, now it's actually too pink, so I'm gonna add up a little bit of yellow. So yeah, now it kind of looks like the shade of orange we would want to use. So you can see that like the color from our color palette is actually just some shades darker than what we have here. So I think we're gonna leave yellows alone for now, and we're gonna touch the blues, so they would be a little bit more saturated, similar to our blue. So let's see what we can do here. So actually nothing happens when I'm adding cyan to blue. What happens here is that when I'm putting up magenta, it actually becomes more like purple. We don't really want that. We actually maybe want to leave magenta how it is as well. What happens if we touch yellow? It's becoming green. So actually, if we reduce yellow, you can see that it's becoming bluer compared to what it was, because it used to be kind of greenish, and now it's actually becoming the color that we want to have. Also, we might want to add up a little bit of black here because it makes everything more like, it makes the colors deeper in general for any kind of colors we touch in here. So I think we can just leave it at like 40. So now the blue on the photograph actually fits both blues we have. It fits both the blue, the actual blue, and the navy. For example, the shades here on the boat, they fit our navy color, and the color, the wood on the boat, and the sea, and the shades of the sea color, and the sky as well, they fit our AZA blue color. Actually, we don't want to experiment anymore with this, so now I'm just pressing OK, and I think that's it. So now you can use, I'm gonna hide this, or I think I'm just gonna delete this at all. Now you can use this picture in any kind of AZA templates or presentations or any kind of digital materials. Just another, like the last step in case you don't know how to do it. So how to save the file. So I'm pressing save as, and then here I'm selecting, well, I actually prefer using PNG for digital usage. So I think I would recommend saving all the pictures as PNGs if you use them in digital. So, and now you just save the file, make sure you press the large file size, you press OK, and here it goes. Where are you? Bitpasa as a brand book. And where are we? For the retouch guide, excuse me. So now you can actually like see the difference between our original photograph and our retouched photograph. So the reason is not that significant. The difference is not that significant. But the second photo on the right actually fits the AZA color palette much more. So I think I'm gonna stop here. Thank you again, and I'm hoping that this guide will be suitable for you to use. And